Hi, my name is Brooke Littman.
And I'm Dr. Deb Littman.
And this is Wine Together,
a podcast where we drink some wine and have a chat. Because we drink wine like regular people, with food, opinions, and absolutely zero pressure to sound fancy.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready.
Okay. Ching ching again.
Ching ching.
Again, another Italian wine. I bet that's how you all knew. Well, you knew because you saw the Instagram post. That's how you all knew what we were drinking today. But I want to say this is from, one of our favorite regions to get wine from. Well, no, not one of Brooke's. Brooke still loves Spain. She loves the Spanish wines. So I'm not.
You said one of. So
yeah, one
that's
of.
Fair.
Okay, that is fair. I love the Puglia region wines, but I like, the Primotivos and the other bold red wines that you normally think of from that region. But this Epicuro, I'm telling you, they do a pretty good job with white wine.
You can never go wrong with Epicuro.
You're
Even
right.
like the rosé was good. All their red wines are good.
Yes, they are. You are 100% correct in that, and I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You can never go wrong with it. Mm-hmm. And I will say, we had this with lunch, and I'm going to let you tell all your good stuff about that, because I have a lot of good points to talk about with how it surprised me with what you made for lunch. So I'm going to save all that for your part. But I want to say that this particular wine, I did a little, just a little bit of searching to kind of see more about, the Epicuro connection to different wines that we seem to like. And my hair keeps wanting to fall over my microphone. I'm trying to fix that without my hands. But the Epicuro, they're a producer as opposed to like a winery. They kind of get grapes from different vineyards, and they produce these wines, and they're just very approachable with their price range, which absolutely is probably one of the biggest reasons we drink a lot of that wine. I think it helps, though, that we're in an area where we don't have to pay large shipping costs to receive these bottles of wine. So shipping is not included in, the price point that we, except in a minor way. I mean, obviously it is, but just in a minor way. So, we're paying less than, sometimes less than £5 a bottle, for a normal size bottle of wine, to enjoy these wines. And I think this was right up there. Was this one on sale?
When we bought it?
When we bought it?
I don't know. We bought it weeks ago.
We did. And it was so funny because we thought we were going to do it a few weeks ago. And so it's been in the fridge. It was chilled perfectly because it's been in the fridge door for at least 3 weeks. So, but it's just it's a beautiful, I like Chardonnays. I don't want to say love, but I really do like Chardonnays. I like Chardonnays for my sipping days, to sit on the balcony. If anybody in my personal group out there saw my photo and you reacted to it on Facebook, you saw that I'm getting my balcony ready for wine sipping days, wine sipping evenings, and Chardonnay is always top of my list for sitting out there and sipping on wine to, listen to music or whatever. So this one, I'm excited to have this one because I don't think I'd tried this one before. I've tried lots of Chardonnays. Don't get me wrong. Love to just try Chardonnays because I like the oaky feel, and we're going to talk about that. Let's go ahead and get our first taste in. Those of you who are drinking with us, let's get that first sip in. That's still, oh my goodness. Fresh fruit right off the front. Right? I mean, apples. Oh, yeah, pears. Floral is wonderful. Wow. It's not, a lot of the white wines, the pears has this sweet.
See, it's too peary for me.
To me, I feel more apple because it's not so sweet like a pear. I love pears, don't get me wrong. But normally a white wine that has the pear is really sweet, and this one is not sweet. I mean, it's a little sweet, but that's why I feel, to me it tastes, more apple than pears. And I read that Epicuro, they age their whites, especially this Chardonnay. It's not aged in oak barrels, and can you tell that? You can probably tell because we don't have that oaky taste. We don't have. It's almost it's a clean, right? It's a clean freshness because they're aged in stainless steel barrels.
Yeah.
And so, you just kind of get, it does taste like it was, kind of poured out of the water pitcher kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's because it just feels clean to me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this one.
Oh,
But
okay.
I haven't been so much into Chardonnays as
Right.
like other wines.
Right. And okay, that's funny because, and I hear that a lot from younger people. And, maybe that is a thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it is or not. And I apologize. I am so sorry. Scam calls. They're already starting. Here we are filming in the afternoon. Of course, it's people in the U.S. are waking up, and so scam calls start. It's weird. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder about that because I do hear a lot of people, I don't really like Chardonnay. And I usually like an oaky Chardonnay. It's been aged in an oak barrel. But oh my goodness, this Epicuro, aged in the stainless steel, vats, I like it. It does feel like something I could just sip and chat. And, if I needed cheese and strawberries, this is the perfect one to pair with a hard cheese and strawberry, like a Parmesan pecorino.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to get some manchego and shred it.
On our salads? My salad was excellent. I don't want to talk about it yet. I want to save my comments for after you introduce, exactly what you do. I do feel like this is refreshing enough to just sit and talk about. I mean, if somebody wanted to come over and talk about wine, and I'd pick this one, say, what do you think about this? Because there's so many layers to it. I mean, sip number 2 for me, I'm sure I'm going to get that crispness from the stainless steel. I almost feel like I can tell that the bees pollinated these beautiful grapes, and it makes me happy to know that these grapes were there for the bees to pollinate. That's just kind of how, I mean, it's a good personality for a white wine. It's subtle. So I like that.
No, I still taste the pears mainly. I don't like it that much.
Okay.
Like,
that's okay.
I don't like pears. So.
That's okay, I'll drink it. And your dad will drink this because he'll like it with me.
I mean, I like the wine. Like, in general, I like the wine. It just tastes too much like pears.
Yeah. Fair enough. So what did you pair this with?
Okay. So I did a salad. I hate salad so much, but I did a salad because when I looked up the food pairings, last night when I was very frustrated watching the football game.
Yeah, sorry.
I was so mad. I had to distract myself. So on this website that I found, which I think I've used this website before looking for food pairings. They do really good. It says, this elegant white wine pairs excellently with fruity endive salads and delicious spaghetti with yogurt mint pesto. I really didn't feel like making spaghetti. So I was like,
because I haven't bought the noodles.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I'll make endive salad. I'd never heard of endive before. Endive.
Sorry.
Because it's French, right? Because it's from Belgium. I had never heard of it, and so I looked up some fruity endive salads. I found one with avocado in it, and like it was a honey mustard dressing for it, and then I added some stuff to it myself because like I had to get we couldn't use all the stuff that was in it because we didn't want to get that much stuff. And I don't know, I didn't like it.
And one of the fruits I can't take with one of my medicines.
Yeah.
So
one of them, it was
part of it.
grapefruit was part of it, and so we did pineapple instead, which is a very different kind of citrus. But I was thinking like citrus would go really well with this wine. For some reason, I thought that. I don't know. I didn't like the salad, but that's just because I don't like leafy greens. I think they're gross. And I wasn't a big fan. I thought I put too much olive oil in the dressing. I didn't like the dressing on top of the oranges. Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
And I have to say, I had the exact opposite reaction. I loved it. I felt like this reminded me that white wine doesn't have to be safe or boring.
Yeah.
That you can, obviously I think I love white wine with fruits and cheeses. I love it with a charcuterie board, or which I like a red wine and a rosé with those particular things. But especially kind of sharpness like that endive. The endive is bitter. It is just bitter, but with that creamy avocado. So here's what I did.
I thought it was good with the avocado.
I did not eat mine with a fork because the endive, it kind of cradles everything. So I just picked it up with my hand and rolled it up, rolled everything in. I made sure every leaf that I had a slice of avocado in it. It had the spring onions, the green spring onions, and it had orange and pineapple in every roll up that I did. And it was excellent. I felt like the dressing, or, I guess I kind of called it, I don't remember what I called it when I was thinking about it, but a drizzle. I didn't really call it a dressing. I called it a drizzle because you didn't put a whole lot on it.
Yeah.
And I felt like the honey mustard drizzle was perfect. I did not feel like it was too heavy on the olive oil. Now, the only thing I would have done is add a spice. White vinegar would have been good. A white vinegar would have been good.
In it.
Okay, so
I didn't put too much salt.
And thank you, because I can't have a lot of salt either. I'm really starting to limit everything I can do here.
I also there was also lemon zest in it.
The lemon zest, and I thought that freshness of everything. I thought it was good. So I think a lot of people would have liked some garlic in that drizzle.
Probably, yeah.
And I think that would have really tied it together. That really would have helped with the bitterness of the endive. But I thought, because of the way the salad was put together, it went really well with this Chardonnay. So because there's a little bit of acidity in this, and that endive, that bitterness, it kind of smoothed it out. I felt like, and then on top of that, with that creamy avocado, I mean, it was just perfect.
That avocado was perfect.
Yes.
Like it was the one avocado that when I was like checking them, that I was like, okay, it's not too soft, it's not too hard, it's going to be good. And it was perfect.
It absolutely was perfect.
There were no brown spots.
Yeah.
I ate so much of it. I ate like half the avocado.
Yeah. I thought so too. And I thought because of that avocado and because of the pineapple, it did not flatten out this salad at all. A lot of salads are kind of flat. I'm not going to lie. That's one reason. The two reasons I don't like to eat salad is because I'm not going to buy a salad from somewhere else. If I got this stuff at home, I'm going to make it myself. But just putting together everything in a salad, a lot of times to me is a chore. And so, a lot of times I don't like that chore before lunch. And so sometimes, and also, like I said, salads can be flat and boring. And this one, I didn't think it was a flat, boring salad. I thought there were so many different tastes and textures that I thought it was a lot of fun to eat. And I think it's a lot of fun to talk about.
Yeah. No,
so I thought it was good. I mean, I don't know. I think it kind of gave the wine some personality.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't like it.
My goodness gracious, there's nothing I can say to make you change that.
I know, I don't like salads.
Well, let's just talking about Chardonnays in general. Chardonnays in general, kind of, I think one reason I like to not necessarily have it with a meal, I don't think I've ever liked a Chardonnay with a meal. I actually didn't mind this one this time. I just feel like Chardonnays just kind of are around, they just bring around, they're just kind of like I don't know, to me, they're a conversational wine, a wine to have, at a grill party. Yeah. I think that Chardonnays are, a lot of fun after meals. I think a lot of fun at parties that, don't have big meals, that are just kind of finger foods. Chardonnays are great for that, especially in the summer. And so I just feel like that, having that tropical fruit in it was exactly what I want with a Chardonnay. Yeah. So I feel like you put together a great meal for me, or, somebody who has the same taste that I have. I think, we could add a lot of, a lot of good conversation around the salad and with lined up with this wine.
Yeah. I do want to try that yogurt mint pesto, whatever it was talking about. Like,
that
just in
sounds
general,
good.
It just sounds
good. I think that would be
good.
really good, especially if we could go ahead and grind it up now with the fresh mint that we have on the balcony in our little pot. I think that the Piano, well, I guess in Italian we'd say Piano. So the Piano grape that is paired with this Chardonnay, they tend to have a lot of minerality to them, and you can kind of taste that. But I felt like it just, because it just does have these floral notes together. Perfect grape pairing.
Maybe we should have put a mint leaf in our wine.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that as soon as we hang up here. So I don't know. I did, Piano is a Southern Italian grape. I don't know if it's grown elsewhere, but I know for sure they kind of like to take, kind of credit for that. But I don't know. I thought your salad had layers. Maybe it's meant for an ogre. I don't know. The Fiona grape. Fiona. I mean, I got Shrek on the brain, I guess. Especially with this particular pairing. The layers of the salad, my Fiona grape. So yeah. So maybe this is a Shrek day.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Yeah, I love it, love it, love it. Let's see. Oh, the one reason Fiona grapes are going to start you're probably going to start hearing more about these grapes because they're really well suited for warmer climates. And we all know, the climates are just, they're changing. So different regions will start growing different, fruits and veggies and, whatever agriculture is well suited for warmer climates. And the Piano grape is going to be one that's going to probably succeed, in the future. So I thought that was kind of interesting to know. I don't know. We talked about the fact that Puglia is associated with these big, bold red wines that I love. I absolutely love. But I like that we got this freshness from this one. So, what else?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it was good. I thought it was a good. I mean, we're gonna have to. We got a lot to do. We're gonna be kind of recording a lot in a small space of time, so that But I like the light and simpleness of it. I like that it was light. I like that it was simple. Especially in the summer, we tend to try not to cook in our apartment because we don't have air conditioning. So, learning some new techniques with salads like what you taught me today.
Well,
I'm kind of excited about that.
I don't care. I will still be cooking.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're going to really have to try to figure out something because we can't use the oven.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with using the stove.
Yeah.
I never use the oven, basically. I only use the stove.
Well, to reheat your stuff you do.
Well,
so,
not
unfortunately,
always. Most of the time, I just use the stove.
Yeah. So, but, But, yeah. So, anyway. Epicuro, Chardonnay Fiona. I love it. I know you don't. But I like your idea of maybe getting, a mint leaf or, some other herb to put in the wine. I think that'd be great. You know what else? And I love this in summer, but I love my white wines and my rosés I like rosés with raspberries and white wines with blueberries. Now, I'm not above a blackberry in my white wine. I would love that. But I don't buy blackberries that often. I buy them, once in a while.
We had some good ones.
We really did. We really did. And the berries would be good in this wine.
In the house in Roseville, we had a blackberry bush, on our property, basically, so we could get free blackberries.
Yeah.
Those were good ones, too.
Yeah, they were good. They did make us sick on our tummy, So yeah, throw some fruit in your white wines or rosés. I've never done it with a red one. I might have to try it. Who knows? But I love to see the fruit floating around in the globe of my wine glass in the summer. So, I definitely will do that. Okay, well, I thought it was good. I think that, I appreciate you making a crispy salad for me that I could enjoy.
Yeah, well, we're trying not to do too many heavy ones for the next couple of episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, we hope that if you had this wine and enjoyed it with us, let us know.
We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new food pairing. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Wine Together Pod. Join our Facebook group, Wine Together Podcast. And if you don't want to miss out on our regular weekly episodes along with all of our bonus content, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts. as well as liking, subscribing, and commenting on our YouTube Wine Together podcast.